So top 5 in the next 5 years.
So we had Giannis for sure. We'll be growing into that because he's still like 22 right now or 20.
He's 23.
24.
Turning 24 this year.
Okay, so
this is his 5th season.
So he'll be like in the midst of his prime. I think Donovan Mitchell will be up there.
Why?
I think what he showed us in the playoffs last year. Oh, you know what? I might have to change my list now. He was like their go-to guy, ISO guy. Here's what I think. I value the playoffs a lot more than anything else, right? Because that's the heat of battle.
Me too.
It's the most pressure you're ever going to be under, and if you can perform there, then there's no question you can perform in the regular season. That said, Harrison Barnes had his rookie year, I think it was, against Denver. He was the best player on the Warriors. This is before Steph went crazy. And I will refuse to delete my tweet that said that, Harrison Barnes is going to be the best player on the Warriors soon.
You were wrong.
Right. I was wrong, but you couldn't have told me that I was wrong.
It's all good, though.
It's not even so much that you were wrong. I just don't think that the way that they were constructed for him Steph Curry, his rise was so meteoric that if you didn't have time to wait on Harrison Barnes.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? Even in the finals, he was awful.
No one would have. But the year before that, no one would have told you that Steph Curry was going to be a 2-time MVP
at all.
Yeah.
So Harrison Barnes was shot faking, reverse dunking on guys. He was guarding all 5 positions. Yeah. He was hitting threes.
And he was the number 1 player in high school. People don't know that. He was the number 1 ranked player in high school.
Okay. Yeah.
He was number 1. I know he was number 1 at his position, and I'm pretty sure across the board he was ranked number 1.
Right. So and listen, he was 6'9". He was just everything. Steph isn't 6'9". He just can't be that. So at any rate, the point being that when I see a guy like Donovan Mitchell do that in the playoffs, now Victor Oladipo is also the same way. What he did against Cleveland last year was amazing.
I picked them to win that series in 7. I was heartbroken.
So frustrating to watch.
DeMontis got destroyed. He was making him as well as
Miles Turner fouled out. Bohan.
They were making boneheaded plays at the end of those games.
But Bogdanovich outplayed LeBron for a lot of that series.
He did.
So they were right there, which is why Indiana needs more love. We'll have to do some more videos on them too, because they're right there. But that's why. So I would have to say Donovan Mitchell because again, at both sides of the floor, he plays really well. I think he's going to keep getting better, and he's got a great situation now where he's getting all the reps he needs. So 5 years from now, he should be a 26-point per game scorer, top 5 in the league in scoring. You know what I mean? He'll just be the man. So that's who I see. Jayson Tatum.
Yeah.
Been scoring in the league in a couple years.
Without question, right?
Kyrie didn't want to play second fiddle to LeBron. He about to play second fiddle to Tatum.
It's interesting. Someone's got to figure out who's going to be the man on that team because that's what killed him last night. Tatum, and he's about ready.
The Raptors that killed him. And also Kawhi, he looks good. Yeah. We'll talk about that later.
He's about ready. Tatum got double tapped the other against. Do you see the block he got?
His
shot got blocked.
It happens.
Right. It happens. But man, was that brutal. But Tatum is almost there. He's almost there. I need to see one more playoff series where he really does it again. Again, that's not fair to Mitchell, who's only done it once too. But still, he is so good. He's got every shot.
And he plays defense.
Yeah, because Tatum would have been a guy who comes in and doesn't shoot threes, right? He's got all the mid-range, the Melo thing.
Yeah.
But he shoots threes at an elite rate too. That you add that in there, and he's going to be.
And even in that first half versus the Raptors, he was looking solid on those. I think they threw him 1 or 2 catch and shoots, and he actually just caught him and switched him.
The thing I look at with Tatum is his footwork. For him to be 20 years old. He looks like he's been as far as when I see his feet move when he shoots a shot. I never see him shoot anything that I look at as unbalanced.
Right.
Everything looks like he meant to do it. The only thing that looks like maybe he didn't mean to shoot it how he shot it was the Embiid shot when he went out the glass. I don't think he meant to hit the glass. But for the most part, every time I see Tatum shoot a shot, it looks like he meant to do it.
Right.
His feet move like he's been in the league for 10 years. Mm-hmm. And if you're going to go work with Kobe every offseason, now he don't pass the ball, but he not here to pass the ball. Mm-hmm. And if he can play defense the way he plays defense, and he's long. Right. And very athletic.
Yeah.
It's not like he's a guy who can just score and can't get to the rim. No, Tatum can go in there and dunk on you every time if he really wanted to.
Right. And then he'll develop a post game too. And
when he get the post game, oh my God, it's over with.
Right.
When he can put people down on the block, and again, he's 20 and 20, so he's gonna get stronger.
Yeah.
When he puts on about 10 more pounds and gets a post game, how you gonna stop that man from scoring? To me,
which is why I believe that the 76ers should have drafted him over Fultz, and they win a lot of their offensive issues they wouldn't have at all.
They I guess
you could just give him the ball when Ben doesn't want to shoot at the end of the game. Just throw him the ball. Tatum, do your thing. Because Covington is not the answer, and they shouldn't have given him that that contract.
Well, people loved Fultz coming out of college, and you can't really go back and say they didn't. No one loved him.
Still love Fultz.
We knew that the Sixers wouldn't have drafted him because they already had Simmons, right?
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't have done.
You have Simmons, you have Covington. Too many
right.
wings.
It was tough. Like they already kind of had that, so I get it. And by the way, nobody knew Tatum was going to be like this. I don't think. And people said Melo, they see whatever in him, but
I was saying Tatum back then because I just didn't see the need for Markelle because looking at that team, I was just thinking to myself, I
need one more playmaker.
I thought they needed one more playmaker, yeah, but I also thought that their biggest hole was a small forward. I really like Dario. I really liked Embiid. I have never been sold on Covington, including last year before he got his deal when he was shooting 40, like what was it, 40 plus, 44% from the 3-point line, and then he got what 60 got 60 million and went ghost. But I feel you. If I got paid, I'm going to an island too.
Hey, if you look at his numbers last year, they were good. Like
if you saw Robert Covington last year before he got paid versus after he got paid, they were completely different players.
Well,
they were completely different players. Yeah. He played lights out before he got paid. Once he got his extension, it was a wrap. Literally, he played good for 8 games and quit after he got paid. I hate that.
But who's the rest of your list? So you got Donovan, you got Giannis, so you got Tatum,
okay.
The last two guys.
Well, I kind of had to throw like Simmons and Embiid in there, right?
Yeah, me too.
Two guys.
I'm still not the most convinced with Embiid yet.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Simmons.
No. See, the thing with Embiid,
I think Ben Simmons is going to be better than LeBron.
I think that Ben Simmons came back better, and I just
He did?
Yeah, I think Simmons came back better.
Mistakes.
Yeah, just even when I watched the shot, he said, "Yo, I thought I played good, and I realized I didn't." I think he has when Simmons is in the game now. I think he has full command and charge of the game at all times.
Okay,
he just can't shoot.
He just can't shoot. But even when I don't think he'll ever be able to shoot a 3. But even when I was watching the open court, Isaiah was like, "Yo, the one thing about Magic people don't know is Magic was out there shooting 90% from the free throw line."
Right.
If Ben Simmons out there playing point guard and getting to the rim like that, he's going to get fouled a lot. He can get fouled anytime he wants to.
Yeah.
So if he can go out there and give me 80% from the line, he don't ever need to take a 3 ever.
And he's nowhere close to that, right?
No, he was at 50% last year.
And he hasn't
put up enough.
His passing ability is so good that I think I was watching somebody say people think that they're taking away space from him, and he just creates the space.
Right.
Like he'll come at you and then pass the ball out.
Right. Well, that's the thing. You can't if you want to give him space to dare him to take a jump shot. You're letting him get on the runway. Yeah, and it's now what are you supposed to do because he's going full speed and he's going right by you. So that's not going to be the solution. You got to kind of split the difference on that one.
So what do you think he can do to be more effective?
Well, he's shooting with the wrong hand.
You really think he's shooting lefty now, right?
He's a righty. He's a righty. In fact, he even brings the ball up like this and then kind of brings it over there and then to shoot it because it's like he kind of wants to shoot it, right? It's weird. His footwork as a righty, he had a turnaround jumper in the post. Or in the
I saw that he did a 360.
Yeah.
completely turned his body around just to shoot a jumper. I was like, what the fuck is that, Ben?
But it was the footwork for a righty shot like that. And instead it was like this. And then, he never would have gotten around. So, his father one day when he was little was like, you're just going to shoot lefty. He's not a lefty. He's right to the right hand as far as I know. But his father decided he's going to shoot lefty.
He's going to play basketball.
I've seen footage of him just scooting around and shooting right hand. It looks beautiful.
Really?
So, now,
Ben, change that shot, bro. Let it go.
He needs to.
Change it like you changed to, change it like you changed up on Tinashe. The internet will understand that.
I just think personally needs to put people in the post. And again, probably shoot the hand, but put people in the post. I don't think Simmons put people in the post. If you open, all right, whatever, take the 3. Like Magic at the end of his career would at least take the 3.
And even in that All-Star game, what he hit 3 threes in that at the end of that game. Then the last one he just dribbled up and pulled up and cashed out on it.
You look it up. He started taking them and making them toward the end of his career. That he had a set shot too.
Yeah, set shot.
But what we see of him in the post now is he shoots righty in the post. He'll do a jump. He did maybe it was an and one jump hook from 14 feet with the right hand. It was how are you not understanding that you should be shooting that farther back too? There's also a rhythm thing, which is really frustrating because all I do is study jump shooting or just the jump shot itself. And there's a notion of rhythm and when you're catching the dip and all that stuff. And when should this be happening with when the feet are tapping and touching? And I've seen him work out in the summers. It's they don't have any. Whoever's working out with him doesn't have any sense of what that is, and that would help him lefty, even if he's shooting lefty. So. He's behind the 8 ball in a lot of different things. There's a lot of details that are not getting covered with him. I mean, look at Markelle Fultz too. His jump shot is also completely broke.
Yeah.
And I don't see. And by the way, that is a unprecedented. I don't think I've ever seen a guy who shot that well in college
coming to the
and like
league.
losing. Maybe he got hurt, his shoulder, whatever they were saying.
I feel like he was. Honestly, I think he was f***ing around with his friends, like doing something he shouldn't been doing. Maybe he might have been on a fucking hoverboard or a scooter or something like that.
I heard a mountain bike.
Fell, hurt his shoulder, and was like, "Oh, I'm in big trouble, and I don't want to be in big trouble." So he went out on the court one day and oh, something was wrong, and then they were like, "What's wrong with you?" He's like, it feels different. But he probably did that shit before. But I understand it. I mean, you don't. It would be embarrassing if that was really what would happen. But it doesn't make sense how a guy literally just doesn't know how to shoot anymore.
Right, and now it's in his head.
Yeah,
because you can see him. He won't shoot it. He'll drive and kind of not attack then, and he'll gonna back it out again. And he's all off balance.
That's the thing that annoys me with Markelle. It's like, again, and personally, I think Markelle is huge for this team's future. I think huge. Like, I think every team needs a third scorer, and I think many nights he will be the second scorer, especially with the way. Well, actually, I think ideally, many nights Markelle should be the best scorer on the team. I understand Embiid is Embiid, but I think in this day and age, with how much the game is leaning towards guards, I think your guard has to be able to score. Yeah. And some dimension be able to score. Like, even if you're not out there shooting, you got to be able to at least give me some points. At least you got to be able to give me 25 points.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of points, but okay, yeah.
But somehow, like, if you can go out there and again, I think Simmons could get you 25 points if he really wanted to, if he could shoot better from the line. If he gonna shoot 60%, no.
Even Giannis isn't terrible from the line.
Like Giannis probably shooting like 7-8% from the line. Like, if you foul Giannis 15 times, which you very well may do in a game, he go out there and score 8 from the line. That means give me.
Giannis for his career shoots 74.5% from the line. Right. That's way better than 50%.
Way better than Simmons. Yeah. So I remember.
Who are your 5 though? Let's get ready to wrap this topic. Who are your 5? My 5. Well, you got yours already.
Go.
My 5.
My 5 already.
Well, no, because I didn't know if you actually had them written down. But I would say Giannis, Doncic, Aiden, Embiid, and Ben Simmons, and all of those guys are big with the exception of Doncic. But I just think Doncic he's just young and he doesn't look like a rookie to me.
Look, I'm gonna say
not at all. Like, even I think he has to get comfortable playing in the NBA, but he doesn't look like a rookie to me. And even when he's hitting people with these off the dribble moves and this wrap around the back thing that he's got, that once people figure out, it's gonna be tough for him to do. He just doesn't. He just has I don't know. He just kind of reminds me of like a bigger version of Ginobili.
There you go.
But with less athleticism. So that's who he reminds me of.
I got Ben Simmons. I got Aiden. Mm-hmm. I got Giannis. I got y'all gonna kill me for this, but I got Trey Young. Look, man. I really like Trey Young. When I watch him play, the thing I don't care about is his shooting. I know he's gonna be able to shoot the ball. I look at his passing ability. He's a guy who's played. He's the version of Steph that Steph played point guard his whole life. The one thing Steph did not do was play point guard his whole life. He was getting the ball passed to him in college, and I'm not sure about high school, but I'm sure he probably wasn't playing point guard in high school. Trey Young has played point guard his whole life. I love his passing ability. I love his floater. I think that if he can eventually shoot threes, well, not eventually shoot threes, but continue. I think that the fact that he can shoot so well will open up his passing ability, and he already passes amazingly, to me at least. So I'm going to go Trey Young just because of how the NBA is trending. And you know what? I'm going to go Donovan. I like that. I'm going to go Donovan. I think that Donovan is like a D-Wade, but if D-Wade had a better jump shot.
There you go. I like it. I like. Listen, who doesn't like Trey Young, right? It's a great story.
I have no problem with Trey Young, honestly.
When even people like, yo, he's not strong enough. I saw him in the preseason body Mike Conley and get the ball to the rim. Now, granted, he didn't make the shot, but the fact that he bodied him and got the ball to the rim, I was like, you know what, you're gonna be just fine.
Yeah. No.
Even a game when he hit in preseason, when he pulled up from like half court.
Right. Yeah, there's no question he'll get to 40% from 3, I would think, the way he shoots it. So, yeah, and he's certainly got an unworldly amount of vision on the court. So, and he's in a great situation. There's no pressure on him to win.
None.
Get all those reps.
Lose.
Yeah,
hopefully you land Zion or RJ Barrett.
I really think Trey Young could possibly be the best point guard in the league in like 5-6 years.
And Jeremy Lin, by the way, is on that team, and he can really help him, give him the insights into what it's like to be like a little bit of an undersized guard or a guy who's not as quick as everybody else. Yeah. We saw it when Lin is healthy. Yeah, he puts up pretty good. He puts up buckets. So that's a nice teammate to have for him. And I know Jeremy a little bit. I know he'll definitely help him.
Even Bazemore, Vance and even Bazemore. Bazemore played with Steph. Yeah. I mean, he played with him every day in practice. I'm sure he can give him some pointers.
Yeah. Bazemore drives me insane.
Bazemore does drive me insane. I hate the fact that sometimes they let Bazemore handle the ball, and I'm like, you got Trey Young on the court.
Yeah.
Get a ball to Trey. What are you doing?
I'm running that because you know what? I'm going to do a video on the guys that drive me nuts. Bazemore, Bledsoe.
Oh, Eric Bledsoe drives me crazy.
Bledsoe is going to drive Moodenholzer are crazy because you know what? He's got ability. He's really good, but like most of his passes are off target, and so it's like you're coming up that down screen, you're open, and he throws it at your feet, you know, and it's like there's no box score measurement for that, right? You know, the guy had a read, and then by the time he shot it, he misses because of that. That kind of stuff drives me insane, and like
is he just playing too fast?